Good morning, Stephanie Kammerman, the Stock Whisperer, here with today's Dark Pool Daily Whisper for July 24th. We have tons of earnings coming out, but we're going to start with the major index ETFs. And of course, we're going to start with the SPY. So today, we are going to be bullish above 300. That's a really big level. We've been kind of consolidating just below it, and will we break above it? Well, we'll see. If we can break above 300, we do have a couple of resistance levels. 319, we had some recent dark pool activity there, but if we could break above that, 363 and so forth. Going to be bearish below 298.75. That is below the 8 exponential moving average. If we do break below that, then I can see a trade, excuse me, down to about 297.62. We do have support there, so we'll see. The E-minis, let me just bring those up for you. I know a lot of you trade that. Pretty similar chart, but we're going to be bullish above 3,250. I had pre-market volume between 29.9850 and 3,225, so that's how I picked my levels. Bullish above that pre-market volume and bearish below 29.98. Let's go to the DIA. I'm actually skipping the Russell today. You know why? Because I don't like the chart. If the chart is not good, if you can't find a good trade, don't trade it. I mean, look at this. Let me just show you this, right? This is like a mess. There's so many moving averages, so much resistance. There's just not a great trade setup, so let's not trade that today. Maybe it'll break out. But let's go to the DIA. We have two components in the Dow that reported earnings. So therefore, the Dow is probably going to be a good mover today. So we'll be bullish above 273.50. And let me just show you that chart. Yeah, you can see the coast is clear up ahead there, and we're going to be bearish below 272.50. The coast is clear below there pretty much. There's a lot of room on both sides, so let's trade what's easy. Let's go over the QQQs. Also, I like this chart as well. We're going to be bullish above 193.50 because we do have a lot of reports of tech companies coming in, and bearish below 192.50. Again, bearish below the 8 moving average. Let's go to the oil futures. Again, that was a massive winner yesterday. I'm just going to bring my futures chart over here. I did spot some pre-market volume between 56.86 and 57.19. So bullish above 57.25. There's a lot of room to go up. And bearish below 56.69, below this pivot. There's a lot of room to go down. So two amazing trade setups. Let's see which one happens today. Also the gold futures. Let me just pull that chart up for you. All right, here we go. We have bullish above 1429. Yeah, we're still stuck on that upper trend line. Actually, let me show you those futures. Yeah, you got to see this chart. This thing has been teasing us for over a week. You know what I'm talking about. This trend line right here. It's like a big resistance mind freak. That's what that is. Yeah, it's really bad. Today's only Wednesday. Are we going to close above this line? I don't know, but we're going to trade it if it does. If it closes strong above there this week, that's going to be really bullish. If not, just wait. Yeah, wait. I actually strangled it for right now, but I'm going to wait to add to the right side. Yeah, whichever way we go there. So bullish above 1429 and bearish below 1425. We have pre-market volume in this area, 1423 to 1426.50. So let's go to some, before we go to individual stocks, we had a massive dark pool print on USDU. This is the dollar ETF. There's UUP and USDU, and every time we've had a big dark pool print, we've had a big move on the dollar, and guess what that means? We're going to have a big move on gold. The question is, which way? We could take a guess, but we have a 50-50 shot when we do that. Let's just wait. It looks like we had a breakout, but look at that up thrust. That is selling that came in, but watch 27.64. All right, for you. Now, don't trade this. This is awful. But just watch it, okay? Watch those levels. And again, we're splashing right now. Give it a day or two. And then whichever direction it goes in, let's run with it. All right, so let's go to the individual stocks. Sprint. Yeah, earnings. And it looks like it's sprinting. Definitely. So we are going to be bullish above 755. That's a really key level. I did see a huge seller on the ARCA book. Oh, look, he's still there. Yeah, we'll see if he spoofs. What is spoofing? Spoofing means that if we start moving higher to 789 and this guy all of a sudden disappears or moves down the line, yeah, that's spoofing. That's illegal. We see it every day. They just can't. They don't have enough manpower to catch everybody. But come on, you guys, you see it every day, right? I see it at least once or twice a day. And you just want to see if he gets executed. If they do move it up there and he stays there and starts to get executed, actually starts to sell at 789, yeah, that's going to be bearish. And that last eighth is the most expensive eighth in the entire world. So that's where you want to get out, right before that guy. Yeah, I definitely want to do that. So I'm going to be bearish below 737. That's a retracement trade. Yep, I don't like to go against the trend, but if we do go below 737, then we most likely are going to retrace back down to the 4 or the 8 exponential moving average on the daily chart. So we'll see what prints come in. We'll see the price action. And let's move on to Texan. Texas Instruments. Gap up. Also, these are really good for the trend trade after the first 15 minutes on your 5-minute chart. If the stock can remain higher than this 15 exponential moving average, I have it in green, EMA. Yeah, if it can stay above that, then it's usually a gap and go. But if it can't and it breaks below it and closes below it, that's usually a pop and drop scenario. So I watch that. And I watch my major levels. So I will be bullish above 128. So after the first 15 minutes, if it stays above that 15 EMA and it breaks above 128, I love it on the long side. However, if it goes below 126 after the first 15 minutes and it's below that 15 EMA, I like it on the short side. There is a big buyer at 125 on the ARCA book. Yeah, he's there. Just the biggest guy in the book. It's not the biggest buyer I've ever seen, but it is. You can see him clearly. That's where he's loaded to buy. And I just want to see if there's anybody. No, there's nobody on the NASDAQ. But right before the bell, Goldman Sachs does appear on the NASDAQ book viewer, and that's a huge clue as to where they're going to take the stock, because Goldman always gets what he wants, right? So let's go to Snap. Snap is snappy today. We're going to be bullish above 1663. And again, this is another trend trade, so use exactly what I just taught you in the last example on Snap, except bullish above 1663. Bearish below 1625. There was a big seller at 1650. Let's see if he's still there. And 1662. So he's still, you know what, he's moving around. He's at 1660 right now. That's the biggest guy. But you see, he moved. He was at 1650 earlier. Yeah, so he's definitely, he's moving. We'll see where he wants to stay. But definitely watch those levels. AT&T. Oops, let's put that up there. Okay, this is a great trade in the Java Pit trading room, by the way. Yeah, a lot of my traders were shorting this. And then it went all the way down to the 120 simple moving average. That's a really strong one. If you don't have that on your chart, put it there. And we've bounced off of it. But we're going to be bullish above 32 today for a retracement trade back to the 4 EMA if it does start to move there. And bearish below 3160. Yeah, if we come down and we just can't hold this 3160, we're most likely going to come down to this 200 moving average. So that is AT&T. We have some more stocks, so let's get through these quickly. AMD, this was a nice whisper yesterday. Today, bullish above 33.70. You can see we came right up to it and pulled back. That's a really key level. We do have earnings coming up next week. Yep, so it could be a nice mover. We are above massive prints that we had. So I'm going to be bullish above 33.70, but I'm only going to be bearish if we do move down and go below those massive prints. So watch those, bearish below 32.87. Boeing had earnings, and it's all over the place. We have a pretty big long-legged doji right now on the daily chart. Probably one of my worst candles to trade, but I have pretty key levels. I'm going to be bullish above 373.50. Okay, we'll watch that level. Bearish below 367. Yeah, if we go below here, look out below, but I am bullish above 373.50 if we do go above there. So right here is my no trade zone. Yeah, really not liking that spot. So we'll see what happens. All right, Beyond. All right, big news, Beyond and Dunkin'. Dunkin' is serving Beyond sausages. How many of you would try that? Well, it doesn't really matter. We're just going to trade it. We have a joke in the room. Don't eat what you trade, okay? So let's just stick to trading this. We'll be bullish above 204. And we're going to be bearish below 198.50 for a retracement trade. Let's go to Ford. We had massive prints on Ford. Massive, 36 million. And guess what? They're still there. Let me show you. Yeah, I was watching to see if they were going to, I don't know, change it. But look at that. That's massive yesterday. 10.08. Tons of them. So, we have earnings coming out today after the close. A lot of us put on the strangle. I did, going into August 16th. I did. I want to give it time. I bought these 10.50 calls and I bought these 9.50 puts. If it's buying within the next couple weeks, we should move up here. And if it's selling within the next couple weeks, we should move there. We didn't risk a lot, honestly. It was like 20 something cents. Lottery ticket. I mean, on big print. So anyway, only risk what you could afford to lose. This could move today before earnings. And again, I just wouldn't risk a lot, but that is massive. So bullish above 10.25 today, bearish below 10.06. Don't trade the stock into earnings. That is gambling and you could lose a lot. But options, when they're not expecting a big move and they're dirt cheap, yeah, we'll take it. FCX had earnings, bullish above 11.64, bearish below 11.34. That's a dark pull print that we had a couple weeks ago. So if we do close below that, that would be bearish. There you have it. Those are your whispers. Until next time, happy trading.
No thinking, that's my secret. Gonna keep it my secret. My secret.